who was a business director and head of the architectural division at Spheres Design. And they have been working to bring in South Africa some of the world class architecture. She shared with us the importance of teamwork, the importance of determination, bravery, but more importantly, humility. Humility will get you far in life than anything else. She also spoke about teamwork as well. Then we moved on to a marketing consultant, Vijay Vajandranath. Can you believe that? I got his name right, his surname right today. The last time I interviewed him, I couldn't pronounce his surname right. What an embarrassment. But BJ understood. He's a good friend of mine. You can find him on Instagram or on TikTok at the VJV. He's a marketing consultant, like I said, and content creator who helps businesses develop or grow their companies through content creation. And he spoke to us about the importance of a social media presence. I have been preaching this from the very first episode of this show. Technology, that's our future. That's where we're heading. And you need to embrace it. There's no point trying to fight something that is not in your control. Okay. The fourth industrial revolution, that's where we're heading. If not, we're not yet there. And it's important for you to at least brace yourself with the basics of requirements to understand the opportunities that are there for you. But that's where I come in every Saturday. I bring you information that is happening in the workforce as well as careers, those that are rising with the rapid rise of technology, those that are falling off behind, and side hustles and skills that are needed in any and every workplace, soft skills as well. 300 rands giveaway that we do. All you got to do is answer simple mathematical equations within 30 seconds. There's a timer, yes. We had a winner last week. I know we were supposed to play it last week, but time was not on our side. Please do remember that it's a 1 hour show. There's only so much that we can do, but I'm trying my level best. Nevertheless, moving on to the interviews that we've had so far, we flew all the way to space actually. And we interviewed Daniel A. Matsapola, who is a science engagement manager at the South African National Space Agency. And he told us the importance of teamwork, imagination, and how he began from a rural area but bumped into great people that are doing great things, not just in this world, but also out of this world. Amazing, isn't it? And also spoke to us about how maths and physics will get you far. Yep, those subjects that we all hate. I'll tell you a story. When I was in grade 10, I did maths, physics, accounting, biology, life science. Whew. Can I tell you that was one of the hardest year on my of my high school years? Mm. The following year, I said, "Child, I choose life. I choose peaceful sleep," and I exchanged physics for history. I don't know if there's any correlation there, but wow. Then I changed accounting for I kept biology. I changed physics and accounting. I took economics and what was the other subject that I took? History, economics, life science, English. I'll remember and I'll tell you. And yes, here's a message that says big gap. I see that. Well, sometimes in life you gotta take risks, eh? I wasn't a number person. No, I didn't take geography. I never did geography, by the way. Um, then I realized it was going smoothly, but after matric, again, I had to decide, what do I want to become? With the subjects that I took, what opportunities are there for me? So there was quite a lot of changes that I did, and maybe later on I can get into details. But for now, I'm telling you about the interviews that we've had on the show. Daniel A. Matsapola, a great guy, was involved with a team that developed the very first satellite in South Africa. What an amazing initiative is that. He also spoke to us about how they translate the data that they receive from space to what we have as communication. It was a beautiful, beautiful interview because I learned a lot, especially with the whole time zones of how we are in South Africa in the morning, and another country might be experiencing an evening going in the night. So all that has to do with space, believe it or not. I know some people are skeptical about it. They're like, ah, come on, space. What do you mean space? No human being has ever been to space. Okay, fine. But it's just to show you that there are so many careers out there, more than those that you know. And that is to just tell you that do not limit yourself. It's a world of endless possibilities, and you can be anything you want to be. We then moved on to talent acquisition. Tammy Moodley, who spoke to us about how you could perfect your interviews. She spoke to us about the before interview, during interview, and after the interview processes, and also gave us practical tips on how you can ace your interview. And she gave us some insight information on how they pick candidates. Yes, your social media does play a role. So if I were you, I'd take down that post. But I'm not you. You can leave it if you want. We then moved on last week. We spoke to game developer Jade Duckett, who is a creative director at Sea Monster and a storyteller. But not just that, she was also a nominee in the 2017 Inspiring 50 Awards, identified as one of the most inspirational women in technology. We've got amazing people that we are going to interview in the coming Saturdays. But for now, we are asking you, what has been your favorite interview so far? And also your messages on 0609041056. It's the 27th of July. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, and you are listening to Kelly Rhamazani on Radio Al Ansar. It's Career Compass. Shout out to Zakaria, who is on the control. Your Saturdays are about to get better.
Are you or a loved one battling the disease of addiction? Is your family, life, relationships, work suffering due to alcoholism and substance abuse? Zensai Treatment Recovery and Wellness Center are addiction specialists offering specialized psychotherapy and naltrexone therapy to help overcome addiction. Zensai offers hotel-style facilities to allow your loved ones to regain their dignity and overcome alcoholism and drug abuse in the most comfortable setting possible. Fight addiction. Call Zensai Treatment Recovery and Wellness Center, the addiction recovery specialist, on 031-563-0751.
Hey, don't you hate it when your cake or icing just doesn't come out right?
Oh, all the time. It's so frustrating.
Well, have you tried Wooden Spoon? It's a margarine specifically made for baking, and it creates perfect icing as well, every time.
Really? That sounds amazing.
Yeah, not only that, it's by the South African Cake Decorators Guild. And you know what else? When I use Wooden Spoon, it makes me feel like I'm baking with the pros.
This cake is amazing. What's the secret ingredient?
Wooden Spoon margarine, my friend. It's the magic to perfect baking every time.
Assalamu alaikum. Join Raouf for our annual fundraising dinner on Saturday, 27 July, 6 p.m. at 233 Spencer Road. Tickets are sold at 250 Rand per person. Call or WhatsApp Nafisa on 082 688 1631. Raouf, a beacon of hope for families struggling with drug addiction. Together we can make a difference.
Career Compass with Kelly Rhamazani. You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al Ansar.
He stepped inside his home, he was overwhelmed with fear. angel came with words from God. Things were still unclear. Saying, read, read, but he could not read. Amazing words that he heard. A trembling deep inside his heart, confused by what had occurred. There was only one who could comfort him, to help him see the light, to ease his fears, to reassure, was Khadija, his wife. He said, Zamiluni, Zamiluni, Dathiruni, Dathiruni, a mighty task has come before me. I need you here with me, by my side, by my side. She was a woman of nobility.
Zambiluni by Zayn Bika, one of my personal favorites. SubhanAllah. What a beautiful nasheed it is, praising Bi Khadija. What a beautiful woman that did phenomenal work, and for the Islam that we have today, contributed largely. All right, we continue with soft skills needed in any and every workplace. We spoke about communication skills, and that being the ability to convey information clearly, effectively, and more importantly, authentically. Okay, you will learn more about yourself, how you are as a person, and how you can use that uniqueness to communicate with the world, to connect with the world, to get your point across. And it's not just in writing, in writing or verbally speaking, but also listening. Communication is also listening, the ability to read body language, to read facial expression, to understand the energy in the room. Then we spoke about adaptability and flexibility, and we spoke about the many changes that are happening in the workplace as well as life in general, because change is a natural part of life. So adaptability is a crucial skill to learn. Last week, we spoke about consistency in execution. We were running out of time, so I don't think I got into details with this one. Consistency in execution refers to you being reliable and you being regular in implementing your task, your strategies, your plans, your processes, etc. So consistency will allow you to deliver results, and this will foster trust with your clients, with your stakeholders, with your team members, with your family, with your friends. Just imagine me pitching up one Saturday, and then the next Saturday I don't show up, and then the next Saturday I come on, and then the next Saturday I don't show up. Inconsistent. What do you think you will think of me? Nobody will take you serious. So if you become consistent in whatever that you're doing, first, you will see the results. Two, you will learn to observe what is working and what is not working. Normally, we just have plans, but no execution. You said you wanted to get this job done. Why are you not getting it done? Go and get it done. Also, an athlete, a good example would be an athlete that is consistent in training. They will definitely achieve peak performance and will achieve their goal. More than an athlete who will train the night before their match. You're not going to get the same results, okay? So it's important for you to take those baby steps towards that goal. Say, for example, you say to yourself, I want to wake up for Fajr on time every day. That's your goal. Perfect. Now you're going to plan it out in steps on how you're going to achieve that goal. Then you'll say, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get enough sleep. So I'm going to sleep early. And also, if you can, do research about the body clock, because the body has its own time and rhythm and stuff. And it's so fascinating. It's brilliant. I'm fascinated by human mind and human behavior. So I normally just search those things for the fun of it. Anyways, back to Fajr plans. Then you say, okay, I'm going to sleep early. 2, I'm going to have a light meal. All right. Or even if you prefer your beautiful steak with mushroom sauce and some veggies on the side, or your prawn pasta, whatever it is, as dinner, not a problem. But have it 3 or 4 hours, or even 2 hours before bedtime, so that it's easier to digest. All right. And it's also a health benefit to you. Now you set that out. Then you say, okay, I'm also going to put on an alarm just in case. Great. You've got great plans to achieve that particular goal. Then you go to bed, your alarm rings, and you snooze it. Mm. Or even worse, you don't actually on your phone. Some phone are good. I have my sister's phone. Even if it's off, when the alarm is on, it will automatically switch itself on to to ring the alarm and then switch it off and switch itself back off. I don't know if that's a phone or I don't know. But if that happens and you do not implement or you do not execute those plans, what do you think will be the outcome? So, consistency is really, really important in the workplace, in your personal life. And I gave you a practical tip last week. And I said, if you don't know how to begin, you can begin with a to do list. Have a to do list, write it down. Today, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when you do that, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel proud of yourself, a sense of accomplishment. And the other thing that I'm learning with being consistent is that you hold yourself accountable. Yeah. And especially with me, I joined this year, like I said last week, the 12-year week. So every single day matters because within 12 years, after 12 years, I mean, uh, a year is gone. I need to move on to the next plan that I had for the following year, so time becomes very important and you learn to live in the moment. And also, I challenged myself and I joined the 75 hard. I don't recommend, but if you do wish, go ahead. I've been crying, I've been restarting. Every time I get to 10th day, I break the rule because I'm not consistent. Like I said last week, it's a skill, it's a soft skill that I'm still learning and I'm still trying to perfect. But alhamdulillah, with the little few days that I've been doing so, I've seen tremendous results. I've seen excellent results. And you too can do that. Let us know on 0609041056 what career you'd be interested to know, because last week we got a question about Senzaf, about chef school rather, for a Muslim in Durban, and how recognized is the cause. I did reach out to Senzaf. Alhamdulillah, they did get back to me, and I'll be sharing that information with you shortly. But before that, I would like to tell you about the career, the soft skill that we would love you to implement today. This Saturday. It's a soft skill that is close to my heart. It's a soft skill that has given me numerous advantages and opened for me various opportunities. Why don't you take a guess? Let me know. Let me know. What do you think this soft skill that I'm about to tell you is? 0609041056. What is this soft skill that I'm about to tell you? It allows you to meet and connect with a diverse group of people. It also allows you to expand your professional as well as personal networks. So do take a guess what it is. And right after this, I will definitely tell you.
Career Compass with Kelly Rhamazani.
Grateful about the honor. What a beautiful We are grateful for getting much. Grateful for this amazing show that gives us a beautiful insights. I'm also grateful to you listening to us right now. And I'm grateful for you, Rashida Iqbal. Shout out to you from who's watching me right now on Facebook Live. You too can watch us or watch me on a Facebook Live. Just visit the Al Ansar Facebook page and you'll be able to see me there. Rashida Iqbal, shout out to you again. Like she says, I do wait for Saturdays for you, Kelly. Jazakallah khair. The skill that we are going to talk about, the soft skill, is drum please. Volunteerism. You probably did not see that coming. It's one of the soft skill that many people take for granted. And I say many people, I'm speaking about the youth precisely, who believe you should motivate me to do something, either by paying me or by, I don't know, making the working conditions in my favor. But many people are not willing to offer their services for free. I don't encourage that, especially if you've accumulated loads of experiences and you've become an expert in your field. Yes, then your presence becomes important and you can charge people for that. But on a whole, for you to get there, for you to gain that experience, for you to improve your resume or your CV, for you to enhance your networking, and be in proximity. The most important thing, proximity with the company you want to work with or in, with the people you wish to work with, your mentors, whoever. You have to volunteer. You have to volunteer. It is so beautiful because even if you don't end up getting the job per se, you will feel great as a human being. Because sometimes it's not that we're unemployed that makes us feel useless. It's the fact that we've got all this knowledge and we don't know what to do with it because we're not doing anything. So if you happen to volunteer, you will feel good about yourself because you are contributing in the community, you're contributing in society. Just imagine being involved in a project and this project turns out to be such a wonderful thing. It turns out to change people's lives, to improve their lives. And you look back and you say, wow, I contributed on that. You know that feeling? Right? You contributed on making an impact in the community. That is such a beautiful feeling. But the reason why we are speaking about volunteering or volunteerism as a soft skill here on Career Campus is because of the job opportunities that come along with it. Yep. Well, I wouldn't advise you to volunteer, especially in charity work, in the name or the hopes of getting employed. But it's for brand building, visibility, brand visibility. You will meet people who are running businesses, who are doing something, and this increases your chances of being seen, of being known about. I'm not saying go and pitch at every event. Some people just don't know when to stop. Okay. You are not going to a wedding and then say, hi guys, I'm selling leather jackets. It's in my boot. You want to come see? What does that have to do with a wedding? No, please know the time and place. But the best part about this, like I said, is proximity. You will be in close contact with the company that you want to work with. I tell you this every single day. Be comfortable with exposing yourself. Be comfortable showing up. Hi, okay, don't show up. I prefer you phone the company or you email them and find out if they are in need of your assistance. Hi, my name is Kelly Rhamazani and I am a radio presenter. I came across your message or your post on Instagram about the event that you're having in Overport. It's this and this and this and this. And the lineup of speakers, powerful speakers, it's people I look up to. So and so's work has inspired me in this way and that way. And I have a personal connection with this movement or initiative, and I would love more than anything to be a part of it. let me know if my services would be needed, or you can take down my number, and I'd love to assist. Or you can make it shorter, okay? No long story. Just email them that, and you will see. People will invite you to places, and they will get to know more of you, more of your work, more of how you operate. And believe you me, somebody will call you back. Somebody somewhere will call you back. It has happened to me. I'm telling you this because I'm speaking from experience. I have been in seminars or in projects or works or community work where I volunteered to just be there, and I spoke to a few people, we exchanged contacts, and months passed by. Nobody called back, nobody reached out to anyone. And then out of the blue, somebody just called me. Hi, Kelly. It's so and so. We met at this event at that time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I remember. How are you doing? It's been a while. Yeah, I'm good. I wanted to know, will you be available this Saturday? I'm like, depends. Why? Well, I'm hosting a private event or this and that, and I wanted a vibrant MC, master of ceremonies, and I thought of you, and I think it would suit you best. There you go. Just like that. Just like that. And that is a great opportunity for you to be again in that company, in that circle, because it is within the proximity. Many companies out there, they first search internally before they tell people or they post out there that they are looking for a position. So you being in close proximity, you being known to the people, will definitely open doors for you. I could go on about this, but I would like to leave it at that. And also, again, like I said, even if you do not happen to get the job, just knowing that you made an impact in society, you made an impact, you contributed in the community, will make you feel great about yourself. Let me know what are your questions, concerns, and suggestions on 060-904-1056 to see a message. But first, I want you to listen to this.
Radio Al Ansar, Durban, 90.4 FM. Peter Maritzburg, 105.6 FM.
Africa. Education, health, dignity, empowerment. These wishes all begin with water. Africa Muslims Agency is committed to providing clean water to the thousands who still live without this basic human right. Support us in giving the best of charities. Provide a water well for 16,500 Rand or a borehole for 55,000 Rand in Afghanistan or 65,000 Rand in Africa. Gain Thawabi Jariyah and help communities to reach their full potential. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of our TV carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickville Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
اللهم احفظ المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الحاقدين اللهم أعد المسجد الأقصى إلى رحاب المسلمين اللهم وطهر المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الغاصبين اللهم عليك بهم فإنهم لا يعجزونك يا قوي يا متين اللهم منزل الكتاب مجري السحاب هازم الأحزاب سريع الحساب اهزم اليهود وزلزلهم يا قوي يا عزيز.
You've arrived at your destination. You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al Ansar.
Bismillah. Okay. They call me Rhamazani. They say that love never lasts, that love never lives to see another day. But what I know deep down inside is what I feel, and it's so real. I give it up all for you, and there ain't nothing that I won't do. All I know deep down inside is what I feel, and it's so real with you. Allah, every day I'll try to be as true as I can to you. Cause loving you the best I can will always be my number one and only plan. Yes, every day I'll try to be as true as I can to you. Cause loving you the best I can will always be my number one and only plan. They say you out of your mind. Don't you know that love fades away? They say it only brings you pain. But what I feel is so real. I give it up and turn to you. Cause I know what your love can do. Oh, Allah, open up our hearts and make us feel how we're so real with you. Allah, every day I'll try to be as true as I can to you. Cause loving you the best I can will always be.
You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al-Ansar.
Yes, every day I'll try to be as true as I can to you. Cause loving you the best I can.
15 minutes to 10 o'clock. Welcome right into it. It's Career Compass with me, Kelly Rhamazani, every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You were just listening to Ramzan. Okay, I kind of like that. Well, not because it's my surname, but let's leave that alone. All right, so last week we had a question. A listener asked us about a chef course in Durban, where one can do a chef course in Durban for Muslim. What's the application process like? What is the qualification and how recognized is the qualification? I did come across a few Muslim, not necessarily Muslim owned, but a few chef schools that Muslims can go to, but one that I'm 100% certain about is Sanzaf. So we did reach out, shout out to Sajida Abrahams, who is doing amazing work in this cause, and today they are having their launch. Wish them all the very best, wish them all the success there is, inshallah, ameen. So this course covers the modules of personal hygiene and safety, food safety and quality assurance, workplace safety, theory of supervision, numeracy and units measurements, computer literacy and research, environmental awareness, environmental sustainability, introduction to nutrition and diets, healthier food preparations and cooking, basic ingredients, a theory of food production, theory of food supervision, introduction to kitchen. Sorry, that's my phone. And so many more. It is a full hands-on course. I absolutely recommend if cooking is your passion. How do you apply? Well, the requirements are quite simple. A grade 10 reporter would do, and basic numeracy skills. This is why we have the game called Hot Seat here. You need to understand basic numeracy skills, basic numbers. Zach, 18 plus 9. Still loading. Oh my God, Zach. Not that I know the answer. No, I do. You also need to be able to read, to speak English, to write as well. You need to have a passion for food. And it's important that you be in good physical health, because this is a very demanding course and there will be lots of things that you'll be doing. So you need to be in good, healthy condition. The advantage is if you do have a grade 12 matric result or certificate and you did consumer science, accounting, or business studies, this will be easier for you. Now, the duration is 18 months of theory and practical at the Senza campus, as well as 18 months in service training at hospitals, catering companies, and restaurants. Amazing stuff there. The qualification is from the accreditations of Highfields, and that is a UK qualification. It's a UK regulated qualification, and this can enhance your employment abilities as well as open various doors for you. So if you believe that this is for you, do give Senzaf a call on 031 309 6786. That's 031 309 6786. Moving on to careers that do not require a degree. I always tell you this, that sometimes we all don't need to be doctors and lawyers and PhD owners. It's important, without a doubt. Education is very important, but there are also skills out there that are equally valuable that do not require a degree. And if you do not wish to invest 4, 5, 6, 7 years into education, then sure, not a problem. You can find another degree that is in demand. I remember we did speak about plumbing, and I told you that it can go from as short as 6 months, 1 year, all the way to 4 years, depending on how much you want to cover. And it's a very necessary skill to have, because as long as human beings will always be together, there will be a need to repair or maintain the shelters, the workplaces that hold them together. So it's not a career that's going away anytime soon. Even if robots start typing out messages for us, until they learn how to replace sinks, it's going to take some time. Then we also spoke about a police officer or beauty and cosmetics. They don't need degrees. You just need a national certificate. However, beauty and cosmetics is a booming industry. And because it is so wide, you need to identify where you want to fall in. Okay. And in South Africa, there's also a need for that. Then we spoke about truck driving and how the world is becoming more, e-commerce orientated to a point where people want things delivered to them. So transportation, that's an industry that's going to be with us for quite some time. We then spoke about paramedics. You can get a degree in that, but also 2 years diploma is sufficient if you want to. Today, we are going to be speaking about events management. Well, there is a degree in events management, but you can also get a diploma or higher certificate in events management. If managing events means sending out invitations to guests, securing a venue for the event, planning the layouts of table, chairs, and other furnitures. If there will be performers on the event or in the event, you will have to finalize their contracts. You will have to design documents. And if it is a fundraising event, you will have to find sponsors that can fund the event. So it's quite a demanding, high responsibility kind of job. And if this is for you, you love working in a high pressure environment, then definitely do give it a try. However, I must say that many people are turning to DIYs now. So for smaller events, I don't think people would reach out to an event organizer. I think it mainly for the big events. And also your YouTube is your best friend. YouTube everything. YouTube everything. Okay. Even though this is a great career which does not require a degree, it has unusual working hours. Okay, you'll be working the weekends, you'll be working at night, you'll be working in the morning. You'll be working for long hours. I hope you're okay with that. And you might at times be faced with a situation where you have multiple events occurring simultaneously. So, how are you going to divide your attention to which event? Just don't mix up the funeral MC and take that to the wedding, and then the MC the MC for the wedding to the funeral. Don't mix that up. But I think as you get better in it, the more practice you do, the more better you become. And you can start by organizing or planning or carrying out or helping or volunteering with the events in your neighborhood. Okay, reach out to them, accumulate your experience, and become better. Also, you need to understand that there is uncertainty over employment because the level of stability for this job varies throughout the year. Okay, we have months where you will be fully booked for the next 2-3 months, and then there will be 1 or 2 or 3 months where there might not be an event. So do give that a try. Moving on to the next segment, which is careers that are in great demand locally and internationally. Stay with us. This is Career Compass every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're about to wrap up, but I've got like 2 more segments, maybe 3. We were supposed to play the game. Man, hot seat. Give you 300 rands if you do answer simple mathematical questions, but I doubt. Let's see. Maybe we'll play it in 1 minute before we wrap up.
And he is one. Honor your parents, you'll be honored in return. Your Lord sees all, so be amongst them just. Offer all your prayers from dawn to dusk. This life is intense, so strive to be your best. Be patient in this life, it's the key to the next. Keep pride out your heart, live life like a guest. Good character is what our prophet came to perfect. By the time you learn to love, you'll have to learn to lose. Soon one day we'll be waiting for you. But hold on tight, like you once did. Hope your little ones say I'm praying like this. ربي ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. ربي ارحمهما ربي ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. ربي ارحمهما ربي ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا.
You've arrived at your destination. You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al Ansar.
Rabbi Hamhuma by Sid. Welcome right into it. A few minutes before we wrap up, so I'm going to call out the next careers that are in demand at the speed of lightning. I hope you are quick. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on I'm so used to saying us, okay, because I came from a show where there are more than one persons, so I'm used to the us. I hope you're okay with it, but I mean us, me and you listening to me right now. You're part of this show. You are family, you are crew, because you have chosen us as your number one companion, and we thank you for being a part of this company. Now, careers that are in demand in South Africa as well as abroad. I do not, unfortunately, have enough time to go through each country individually, telling you there's a need for this in Finland, there's a need for that in England, there's a need for that in Nigeria, there's a need for that in Australia. No, unfortunately, because it's only 1 hour. And here I'm even battling to finish the research that I've done because, again, too much information. Okay, this message says salams to me, my concern. Mal for troubling you. I needed to know why is the island out of line. Oh, okay. The PMB situation is being handled as we speak, and inshallah Zakaria will forward that message to the tech department. They'll look into it. Now, climate change is a big topic, and lots of people are working together. Lots of countries are coming together to try and bring about solutions to save our planet Earth. So, of course, we know that industrial waste is a major contributor to climate change. And in order for us to ensure that things don't get worse, there's a certain type of career that is in demand or will be hired to get this job done, and that is environmental health and safety management. But the good thing is, a diploma in environmental health and safety management will help you not just in the big industries, but also in the workplace, especially workplaces where you're dealing with chemicals or objects or items, things that might endanger not just the planet Earth, but also the human life. So engineers, also, HR personnel can have this important skill. Okay, so it's a good thing to always brace yourself. Do not limit yourself. I say this to you every single day. Do not limit yourself. We believe in a world of endless opportunities. So go ahead and be the best that there is for you, the best that you can be, and just do as many great things as you can. All right. About to wrap up now, we're going to speak about side hustles. There's a side hustle that is in demand, and I know it is becoming almost impossible to save because expenses, the cost of living is high, inflation, rental, transportation, everything is just so expensive right now. So what is the best way? The best way is to increase your sources of income. But unfortunately, I cannot get into details about that. Time is not on our side. I'll do that next week, Saturday, so don't stress. That is Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Thank you, Zachariah, for being a tech. Thank you to everybody that was listening, to everybody that sent in the messages, to those that we could not read them out. We will do so next time, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Rashida, shout out to you. Mustafa, shout out to you too. And Fatima, shout out to you. Jazakallah khair. You guys have been amazing. That is it for today. Kelly Rhamazani signing out, and I say to you, find your purpose and leave your mark. Assalamu alaikum.
I'll be mine. Was the greatest man that ever lived, yeah. He's the one who taught me life. He taught me everything that I know. I thank Allah for my Nabi. Everything that I do is from the book of Sunnah that I follow each and every day. See my bed, cause my prophet said so. I pray my sunnah, cause my prophet said so. Love the ummah, cause my prophet said so. Said so, said so. Thank you Allah for our prophet. His sunnahs are the only riches that we need. This is real success, profit with no interest. In Angela we rest. Mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine. Mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine. Mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine. Was the greatest man that ever lived, yeah. Mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine. Mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine. Mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine, I'll be mine. Was the greatest man that ever lived.
Radio Al Ansar, Durban 90.4 FM, Peter Maritzburg 105.6